So hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be looking at how to make American buttercream. So in our recipe there you find vegetable shortening 150 gram, which I'm going to measure out now. That's 150 gram. So we take our shortening away and then we measure our margarine. Our margarine is 150 gram. 150, that makes it 300. Okay. So ensure that it doesn't exceed 300. So that's 300 on my scale there. And then we go ahead to measure our icing sugar. Icing sugar, we measure 1 kg of icing sugar. So that's 1 kg of icing sugar. Okay. Now when you add your 1 kg of icing sugar, shortening doesn't have taste, so we want to add a bit of taste. So I'm measuring 1/4 teaspoon salt. So that goes into that, and then we put on our mixer to mix it. This is my banana flavor. I love to use banana flavor for my icing because it has a rich aroma. Okay, so we're going to put that in our mixer and mix it now. Okay, so for the purpose of this class, I had to turn my mixer. So you put on your mixer on slow speed. Put on the mixer on slow speed. I'll put it on slow speed so that the butter and the margarine and the shortening and the icing sugar can give you a fine breadcrumb. So when you get that breadcrumb texture, that's when you add 1 teaspoon of your banana flavor, any flavor of your choice, and then 3 to 4 tablespoons of water or milk. I'll be using water for mine. Alright, so at this point we stop it. Take your spatula and then give it a nice stir. So this is what we'll talk about when we say the breadcrumb texture. Okay, so like I said, add your 1 teaspoon flavor. Careful there. Put that in your water, and then this is my 1/4 cup. So I'm going to measure 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. And then 4. Like I said, 3 to 4 tablespoons. So 4 tablespoons gives me 1/4 cup. So we add that there, put it down, and then we mix. Now you start mixing from slow, then you speed up your mixer. Always ensure your work area is lit. So once it's binding together, then you begin to increase the speed of your mixer. Okay, so that will mix up my icing really nicely. Okay, so we stop this. If you remember our different consistency, we have the thick consistency, the medium consistency, and thick, medium, and thin, which is light consistency. So when you do your 4 tablespoons of water, it will give you a medium consistency. Now remember, American buttercream uses butter and vegetable shortening. For me, in Nigeria here, we're using margarine and vegetable shortening. So have it in your mind that butter melts, so it tends to make your icing softer. So you can go with 3 tablespoons. But margarine doesn't melt; it retains its texture. So this is what we have here. So you can see this is our thick consistency. let me get my palette knife and then place it in, just for you to see the consistency we have here. Okay, so dip that in. Can we see that? All right, so I would like to lighten this up a bit because I use it for crumb coating and final coating, and to do those, you best to use your medium consistency. So to get that medium consistency, I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of water to my buttercream and just whip it up a bit on speed 4 or on a high speed. Just whip it up just for about 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds to 1 minute. So just give it a good mixing. So this is only my water because I'm not using water anymore. Okay, so this is what you have. Now from the thick consistency, we have added a tablespoon of water to our recipe, and now what we have is a medium consistency. So we can see this, that's your medium. Can we see it? It's quite light on the medium texture. So this is fine for me. So with this medium consistency, I'll use to decorate my cake. So kindly note, this doesn't come out pure white. Okay, if you want pure white, then you can go for all shortening. Okay, use all shortening, but remember when you use all shortening that there's a tendency of your icing having a crack the following day. So it's best to do it that day, decorate and deliver, as against leaving it to the following day. So that recipe and that video you can find on my YouTube channel. All right, so this is your American buttercream. It's not pure white, and it's not as yellowish as your Nigerian buttercream. So this just gives you a pale cream color. I believe you can see that. So this is fine for me. Thanks for watching. I look forward to your practicals. So hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm just going to do a quick demo on how to decorate your cake. So the first thing I want to start off with is, this is your cake board, this is your turntable, this is your palette knife, your offset palette knife. I want to start by applying your buttercream. Apply your buttercream on your cake board. Okay. Then we place our first cake. It is important to ensure that your cake is leveled. So we're going to level the cake. So as earlier stated, it is important that your cake should be leveled. So I'm just going to level that out a bit. You get a container where you place your crumbs. If possible, a container that seals up. So I'll place that there. You take that aside. So the next stage you want to do is to fill. So you can use your same buttercream to fill. You can use jam, you can use peanut butter if you're doing peanut butter buttercream. Okay, so you can just apply that there. If you have caramel as well, you can just apply your caramel, just drip it over. If you're going with chocolate, drip it over. Then we take our next cake and place the cake on it. Okay, so that's what we have. So if your base is not as smooth as this, you can actually trim it. And the sides, if you'd like to trim the sides to fit, just as you can see here, we want it to fit equally. So we just gently trim that. Okay. you make sure the knife is straight. Once it's straight, it's a lot easier for you to trim. Okay, so once we trim that, we take our plastic and just move the crumbs into the plastic. All right, so there we have that trimming process. Clean your board. You want to keep it as clean as possible. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is, you see your medium consistency does a lot, so we apply that on top of the cake. You want to crumb coat at this point, so we just do the turntable, let it go round, and then we apply by the sides. So I don't know if we can see that. I'm just going to move to the other side, so it's a lot easier for me. So this is your crumb coating process. So can we see that? Clean your board. Okay, so you make sure you have let's use a spatula. Take off the icing. And apply to the top area. You have to be as careful as possible so that you don't dent the edge of your cake. The edge is very, very important. Okay, so we do that, and then for the edge you bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Now to perfect the crumb coating process, clean the board first of all, and then now we go the other way and just turn your turntable. So once you turn the turntable, you clean the comb and then bring it in. Bring it in. So when you bring it in, this is what you get. So our crumb coating process is almost done. So your crumb coating process doesn't take off your buttercream. Whatever buttercream comes out from the crumb coating, you keep it and use it to crumb coat again. So this is all what we have brought out from the crumb coats. So we're going to use this to crumb coat another cake. Kindly note this is a 6-inch cake. Okay. So start for your trimming, your filling, and your crumb coating process. Now before I take this off, if you're going to a far distance, you might want to place a door rod at the center of your cake. You just insert that at the center to the middle, and then you cut it so that it helps the cake from falling. Okay. So thanks for watching. Alright, so now we're going for our final coating. You take your piping bag and just pipe your icing round. This is one of the easiest ways to decorate your cake for beginners. Okay. So we fill up our bag. So that's my baby having fun with us here in class. So we carry on. So make sure this covers all the way to the top, so that it's easier for you to get a sharp edge. Alright. Okay. And then we take our smooth comb and we just turn our turntable round. Okay, so what you want to do there is remove the excess icing from your comb. And then take it round. Now you see the way I'm bending my hand and we can see the inside. So that should help and give you a smooth buttercream cake. As you can see it, looking really easy. Yes, and it's that easy. And for the top, like I said before, just bring it in. Bring it in. Okay. Just go around. Be careful so you don't comb out all your icing. So this is what you do. From this point, you move it to that point. You see my comb is still here, it is. You move it to that point. And the top, you bring in. You bring it in, you clean. Bring it in, you clean. Bring it in, you clean. Now see the way I go, I make sure it's leveled. You bring it in, you bring it in, bring it in. So that's how you get a sharp edge buttercream. Okay, so we can see our buttercream with our sharp edge. Alright, I hope with this video you're able to do your own sharp edge buttercream. Let's just zoom in. Can we see that? Alright, so I look forward to your practicals. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now we want to sprinkle our gold dust on this cake. So what we do is take our gold dust and add a little in an empty container. We add a little gold dust in the empty container. Then we take the edible spirit and just drop a little spirit into the gold dust. We take the brush and we just stir that a bit, and then you do this on your cake. So if you want the slanted line, you move your hands slantly. So that's the reason I have the napkin there, so that I don't stain everywhere in my work area. So you can go the reverse way. Okay, so We have that there. So you can do it as much as you want. Okay, so there you have it. So that's called the sprinkle effect, the sprinkle good dust effect. Thanks for watching. So, and now for the finishing, take our ribbon, look for your front, apply the ribbon, stretch it out, use your buttercream to seal up your ribbon placement. You do the same thing for the black ribbon. Apply the buttercream. You take it round. And place that there. Just apply the buttercream at the tip there. Okay, so we scoop out any excess cream. Now we go to the front. This is where we want to do the front. Now we tie the bow tie. We pull out the tail. Okay. And then we cut off. And then with your UHU this time around, because you're sticking on the ribbon, just place a little dot because it's not edible. And you're not supposed to use what is not edible on what is edible. Okay, so please do not use UHU for your cake. This is for the ribbon part. So we stick that in. So as you can see your cake there. Now we put the flour. Okay, so this is our flour that will be placed on the cake. We want to bend this part a bit so that the flour will show when it's placed on the cake. Okay, so we cut the flour. We take our straw. We don't insert the iron into the cake, okay, because you don't know how long the cake will take. Iron could rust. You cut your straw. You place your flour into the straw, and with that you place into the cake. Okay, so as you can see, that's basically done. So now we'll add the topper. And now for the topper, we can just place our topper here. So that's our cake. You can see the cake there. I hope you love it. Really beautiful. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now we want to pie. We have 12 o'clock, we have 3 o'clock, we have 6 o'clock, and we have 9 o'clock. So we're going to write in block letters. So you have to be able to look around your cake and picture the size of what you want to write. Make sure your icing is light so that it can easily flow out. So we're using the light consistency buttercream. Okay. Now we're writing in small letters. Can you see that? So you picture your space so that you don't have issues like what I'm having right now. Okay, so we adjust our flour properly, and that's our cake to the world's best dad. We're going to have to turn our flour a bit so that we can have a very good view of the writer. So that's the cake. Thanks for watching.